back at your own self?
I think we played well as a whole unit, offense, defense, and special teams. And I think we all came out, put a huge emphasis on those things throughout the week. And I think we just came out and executed as a whole.
You've never been a guy to really celebrate a lot of your own success and accolades, CJ. But you earned a lot more by way of respect and accolades this week than you have before. I'm sure you've seen it.
Yeah.
What does it start to feel like as a fifth-year guy and you're starting to get this stuff?
To be honest, it's not something I really like to look into or like feed into. It's nice and all, but I understand the bigger goals at hand that we have here. To be honest, all I want to do every week is just come out there, practice hard every week, and just be the best I can for the team on Saturdays.
Where does some of that come from? That mindset, that mentality that you have?
I think it's kind of something that's been instilled in me since I was a little kid. My dad always he's kind of driven that mindset of don't worry too much about the praise or the outside noise. Same people that can pat you on the back for doing good can, as soon as you do bad, they'll talk bad about you. So either way, I don't really look into it, good or bad. I just try to play hard regardless.
Mario was talking about how this week, how you guys prepare and ultimately play is going to determine if you're a great team or a really good team. Yeah. What's the mentality, the vibe been like with you guys, just knowing that you guys stay on your game against this team?
I think we know that. Coaches definitely hit that home while we was watching film about the game, telling us the same thing that he told you. And we buy into that. We feed into that all major league. We know in order to be a great team, everybody's gonna be looking at us to go out there, still be focused on the win against Ohio State and come out there lackluster against the team. But no, our focus is on Stony Brook. We're gonna treat them as if they're any other team. Prepare for them hard and play them hard.
What are some of the things that you've seen from Stony Brook, just in from an early look standpoint?
They're not a bad team. They're not a bad team at all. They do. They do things. They do some things in the defensive side of the ball, that we're gonna have to make adjustments to. So coaches are doing a good job putting together the game plan. It's just up to us to execute.
Can you say that Dawson's on the list development and just his ability to come in without really having playing much prior to this year and playing in some big moments for you guys?
I think it's a true testament to those guys he has in front of him. Those other guys, Alex, Ryan Walk, Stephen Jones. Taking them up under their wing and showing him the ropes, making sure he's good to go on everything. And Dawson's just a great guy in general. So he's always looking to get better.
Can you tell the depth of the offensive line has improved because they're playing still more and more guys as the year has gone on and the rotations expanded a little bit?
Definitely. Coach Mirabal does a great job always getting those guys ready. Every single one of them, he treats them all the same. There's no rankings over there. Everybody, he expects everybody to play hard and play as well as those guys starting.
You guys ran a lot of that unbalanced formation. You had a couple of runs. Travis had a couple of runs. The last throw to DJ there. You were in a running back.
Yeah.
Walk me through, just in your own perspective, your roles on those plays, whether you were running it or blocking there on that last one.
To be honest, every play as a running back, we want to think as if we're scoring. So that's how I like to look at it. Coach Mastro does a good job telling us that. See no failure is something that Alvin Kamara uses. He picked up on it. He's been telling us a lot. So every time we get handed the ball off, we're looking to score. We don't want anybody to bring us down. And so that's kind of the mentality. And then if we're blocking, the same thing. We want to make sure we do our job, our assignment, and stay in there and block so the quarterback can get the ball off.
How often, even in practice, when you guys run plays, like the pulling guard doesn't even have anyone to block? That happened a couple times against Ohio State where you got into the end zone and the guy's supposed to be blocking for you.
Yeah, it's running in there with me. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like you said, Ryan Walk, he did have a guy to block a couple times over there. But I think it's just that's just Coach Moorhead being able to scheme him up, calling the right plays against certain looks so that we can have those advantages.
Talking about that offensive line rotation, obviously having a bunch of different guys in is something that Anthony has to deal with as a quarterback, but you're running behind those guys. What's that like for you, just seeing that you could have that rotation and those changes?
It's amazing, because all those guys, they step up to the playing field when it's time to go. When their number's called, they're ready to play. So I have no problem running behind any of those guys on the offensive line. I'm very confident with all of them.
We're talking about a guy like DJ, able to make just big plays on both sides of the ball.
Man, DJ's a real character. He's funny, but a real hard-nosed football player. Comes out here, works every day. Very hard worker. And like you said, he can do anything. Both sides of the ball. He's gonna make a play for us.
You were talking during preseason about how you put a lot more emphasis in the offseason on mobility and taking care of your body. Are you feeling the kind of benefits of that?
Oh, most definitely. You know, I definitely take the extra time to come in, whether it's after practice or after a game, before practice. Make sure I come in, get loosened up, go see the treatment staff. You know, get certain kinks worked out before I go out there practice or game.
Are you like feeling better when you wake up on a Sunday now?
Oh, most definitely.
Getting back to growing up, CJ, growing up in Japan in particular, just what that experience was like for you.
It was cool. To be honest, you know, my dad's in the military, so we moved a lot when I was younger. I'll say I was like 4 years old when we moved to Japan. Stayed there for 3 years. It wasn't too bad. You know, definitely culture change, but I hadn't started school anyway, so I started school in Japan. So it was kind of like just like starting over there. Really, like to be honest, like learned kindergarten, first grade, second grade, all the way over there. So it wasn't too bad.
You still able to speak it?
No. I used to know little stuff, like, but all that's gone.
How old were you
When I moved back to the States, 7.
Where were you at when you were like before moving there?
San Diego.
You were in San Diego originally, and then bounced up there.
From San Diego to Japan, back to San Diego.
Gotcha.
You guys had an earlier kickoff, you know, in Columbus. You know, got there a day earlier. Now you kick off a little later at 4:40. How does that change things for you from a preparation standpoint?
To be honest, we prepare the same. You know, we prepare the same regardless. We're a morning operation here anyway, so you know, for us, we're used to getting up early. The late start will just be, you know, give us more time, you know, get treatment, get stretched out, or whatever it is. But preparation, from that standpoint, it changes.
What was growing up like with military family in particular? Not just the Japan part, but just in general.
I mean, like most military housing, I would say, like